So we're here at the FCC, and the FCC has just adopted its 360-page National Broadband Plan. So a little over a year ago, Congress mandated that the Federal Communications Commission, or FCC, make recommendations for how to ensure that all Americans get high-speed broadband internet, and also to look at how broadband internet affects things like education, healthcare, job creation, so on and so forth. Well, parts of the plan kind of leaked out yesterday, and there was a lot of press. So today, in a lot of ways, was anticlimactic, but it was also very joyful, because the FCC staff worked very, very hard. So public knowledge generally supports what the FCC has done here. It's a huge document. We're still looking through it. But to the extent that it recommends new spectrum policies, including making more unlicensed spectrum available, to the extent that it recommends looking at competition policies, like, for instance, making wholesale access for fiber lines available to competitors. We like that. We like the part of the plan that talks about increasing competition with set-top boxes. So we still have a lot more reading to do, but the plan is done. The fact that we have a plan is a huge development. I mean, for 10 years, we've had broadband internet, and this country has not had a plan. I found it completely striking, and very, very striking, that the chairman of the FCC, Julius Genachowski, said that we are behind. The United States is behind. That's something that the previous administration would not admit. He said that the status quo for broadband is unacceptable, that there are too many people left behind in the digital era. So when you have that kind of sense of what's going on, you know that progress will be made. Perhaps our biggest concern, and one that was highlighted both by FCC Commissioners Clyburn and Copps, was competition and the lack of competition in the broadband market. For the most part, you have a choice of either a cable provider or a telephone provider for your broadband service. And both of them emphasize that the FCC has to act, and act quickly, to ensure that consumers have more choices. I'm not sure the plan has as much as I would like on how to go do that, but as many of the commissioners said, almost all the commissioners said, this is the beginning of a process, not the end of the process. The FCC now has to implement the plan, and it's coming out with a schedule for proceedings about how it's going to do that. So stay tuned here at Public Knowledge, because there's a lot more work to be done to ensure that everybody has access to a competitive, affordable broadband market. Thanks a lot.